Alright. Sultai Dread Presence. Dread Presence here, whenever Swamp enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card and lose a life. You can also deal 2 damage to any target and you gain 2 life. This card paired with Dryad of the Grove here, which says your lands are every basic land type. So Dryad of the Grove here turns every one of your lands into a swamp for Dread Presence. And then our boy Yarok here at the top end. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability, you get 2 of that trigger. So Yarok doubles up your Dread Presence triggers. Also doubles up your various enter the battlefield effects from things like these and doubles up these. Contrary to popular belief, I don't buy every foil in this game. A lot of the more expensive premium ones that we have here, people donated specifically for us to get. This is, the premiums of cards are not cheap. This is a $5 foil. It's $1 per 200 gems, so I picked up the common for a couple of bucks, but I'm not spending $5 on that one for a card that's not super popular. This deck felt reasonable last time we played it. Let's hop on into a constructed event here with it again and see how it goes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was definitely a long day yesterday and I didn't update my panel stuff. Let me fix that. Oh, what is my donate link? Oh, crap. Alright, there we go. Figured it out. We found it. We found it, chat. It's like, where? This is in my Streamlabs somewhere. Alright, should be good to go. Did you not update Stream Decker? Alright, there we go. Thank you, Rufio. That was not one I coordinated with St. Judon. That was just the what's it called? The service that we used for like all the alert notifications and stuff, Soft Giving. They're one of they have a deal with F2K, so they wanted me to do something and they let me pick the charity. Did we talk about Biden saying he's running for Senate yet? Really? Where is he running for Senate? Against whom? I did not hear that. Source? It was just him speaking poorly. I don't believe that for a second. Joe Biden would never speak poorly out of turn. That doesn't sound like him at all. Asked SC to support his Senate bid. Man, I really hope Birdie wins SC. I don't even think he needs to win it by a landslide. Like, if he just, like, gets first by any margin, there's no way Biden survives that, I hope. Ooh, that's a good one, yeah? So I haven't played a land yet this turn. I don't think I really need to, though, right? I'm just going to play Omen of the Sea. The SC vote's this weekend, right? Is it Friday or Saturday? Does anybody know? I know it's this weekend. I don't remember which day it is. It's Saturday? Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to attack Nissa there. I guess if I attack Nissa, they can hit me for 6 in the backswing, though, which isn't ideal. No, you can't vote online. You can vote by mail, though. You don't really want computers you don't really want computers connected to the internet involved in our election process. That would not be ideal. Just ask Iowa. Oh. Yeah, I live in Illinois, which votes super late. So, do I want Incubation Incongruity? I guess that would get me Dread Presence. I'm gonna take this for now. Trophy's not bad. Okay. Trying to make a bunch of land drops here. All right, mission accomplished. Nature's true power. So they're attacking for 15. I'm dead to expansion explosion regardless here, right? Because even if I guess I could chump block a bunch. They have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 10 mana. So they can explosion me for 6. So I have to block with actual everything to not be dead to explosion, right? I guess I have to block with 2. 2 to not be dead to explosion. Alright, kill me. I think I'd rather just keep all my mana here. Alright, looking for a Dread Presence. Okay. Alright, so they have a Brazen Borrower. So we'll grab a swamp. How many of these triggers am I getting? A number of them? I think I can kill Nissa, right? Because we'll go Dryad, land. Because this is 2 triggers. This is highlighted so mods won't see I want to time down. I got you. I got you. This Fabled Passage has a lot of abilities. You are not wrong. And then how about we just trophy this? Okay, I mean, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. And they didn't have it last turn, right? So I just block like this and then go to 2. Or do I chump block this with the Risen Reef and go to 2 so that way I have the extra Dread Presence for next turn? I don't know, I feel like keeping these is better because these give me more Yarok triggers to dig deeper into my deck. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep the Reef than the Dread Presence here. So we'll go Presence into Yarok next turn. Hopefully find a bunch of lands. Alright, we're killing him this turn. I like when our deck gets to do the thing on the very first try, chat. I like when the very first game we're just like, you know what we showed up to do? This right here. This is the one we showed up to do. That was excellent. That was quite good. All right, so I know Spark Double is like okay that game, but I'm pretty sure this comes out here just because they have a lot of bounce spells that make it not stellar and a little bit clunky. I think I probably want Disputes here. There's a chance I want Ceratops too. That I feel like that game we just played was a really good example of playing to win versus playing to not lose. The turn where we talked about like, could I beat Expansion Explosion, and then concluded no and kept more resources to stabilize the next turn was really good. So I actually think Nissa's a reason not to bring in Ceratops in this matchup. So Ceratops is explicitly a card that doesn't attack well into Nissa lands. And if this card's not killing them, I don't really want this card to play defense. I think if my goal was to play defense versus Nissa lands, I'd rather play Thrashing Brontodon because it has some utility. But I think I'm just going to submit like this, bring in the Disputes, and keep the core of my deck mostly the same. I guess we keep this. Bottom of the second Cottage. That first game was definitely the pick-me-up I needed after our rough set with green-white enchantments. Instead of me telling you you're wrong, tell me why you're right, Dig. Why should I have played around Stomp game 1? I shouldn't listen to their end step, technically. They tap out for something sorcery speed. I deserve it. Don't really need a 5th land or 6th land at the moment. I don't think I get another Atris either. Let's just bottom these. Dispute's not a terrible pickup. With Dispute drawn, I might just go Island Go here. Those are Sliver Sleeves. They are from the what's it called thing? The Secret Layer, I think it was. One of the subs sent me codes for a couple of the Secret Layer sleeves that they got. I think the Secret Layers are great. I think in a perfect world, a majority of the money that gets made on Magic would come from products like Secret Layer products. I think if a majority of the money spent on Magic comes from whales buying cosmetics, that's great because it can keep the base cost of the game the same instead of constantly raising it to keep up with inflation. Yay, land. I think the people who complain about the price and accessibility of optional cosmetics are peak whiny crybaby Magic players. Like, extra optional things like that are great, and they can and should sell them for any amount of money people will buy them for. Mamost, thank you for the 20 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hey, thank you for the very generous tier 3 resub, Alkalal. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Wow! Play with fire, get burned, opponent. Play with fire, get burned. Is your stance on optional cosmetics that do not alter gameplay consistent when the game is not free to play? I don't understand what you're asking, Sermon. I mean, paper magic's not free to play. So, yeah, my stance applies there as well. I think optional cosmetics that don't impact the competitive integrity of the game can and should be sold for whatever amount of money they can fleece people for. If you ever look at a cosmetic and you think to yourself, that's too much money, I would never buy that, that's okay. That means that product's not intended for you. Not every product is intended for every person to buy. And I know that concept frustrates and annoys certain people, but that's the reality of the world we live in. Not everything is for every person. Here's my lukewarm take on the LGS level. The LGS is a dying business model. LGSs need to diversify into non-gaming things if they want to survive in 2020. They shouldn't depend on Wizards of the Coast giving them charity. Wizards of the Coast is a for-profit business. Not a venture that exists to keep local game stores from dying out in a global economy. I know the idea of a local game store is really nice, but it's 2020, folks. But like things like that, I think that's a nonsense take. I think the LGS model is one that just the LGS model is like shopping malls. It just doesn't really work on a fundamental level in the current economy in which we live. And it's not Wizards' job to prop up a failing business model. LGSs to survive in 2020. The various LGSs that like have diversified into like cafes and stuff like that. I think that's a good business model. In order to exist, you need to be able to offer something that people can't get on Amazon. WotC is a failing business model the way they're headed. I'm going to time you out because that's the citation needed. Your opinion's pretty worthless here without citations. Wizard of the Coast is actually incredibly good at making money. Like, we don't like a lot of the ways, like I talk about when Wizards makes decisions that I personally don't care for, but like acting like they're making decisions that aren't profitable or like they're intentionally trying not to make money is nonsense. You could say you disagree with the way they're going about it, or that you wouldn't do it that way, or you think they could maybe make money some other way, but everything they're doing is profits driven. That's how capitalism works. They exist solely to generate profit for their shareholders. LGSs seem like a perfect friend if you want to launder money. That's not the type of diversification I was talking about, but I guess you could take it in that direction. Correct. Yes. Yeah, Wizards is really bad at it. That's why they keep making lots of money and instantly selling out. They're definitely terrible at it. So there's no reason. So I was going to crack this during my upkeep, but I was reading your message and clicking at the same time, so I missed it. So I don't want to crack this going down to like 2 or 3 mana when I'm drawing a card, because I could draw a card that I then can't cast. I'd much rather crack this at their end of turn instead. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. I think I disagree with that statement. I think you could say there's no ethical consumption under the largely unregulated capitalism we currently experience. I would agree with that claim. I think capitalism with proper regulation works for a number of markets, especially including TCGs. Like, luxury hobbies like a card game are the perfect venue for capitalism to take place. You just need to have protections in place to ensure that the workers that are producing those goods are protected and have their rights preserved. Is this the last deck already? Maybe. I might add one more. Green-white was a dumpster fire, so it was real quick. We'll see how long this one takes. If this deck is good, I might just do a long set with this and then call it a day. Tuesdays is my short stream day. So I have to take Jake to a class. The Get Wrong set wasn't very good yesterday. Capitalism. Well, we don't have that model currently. Currently, we let the United States just run rampant with capitalism at all points. It's not a very good system for many things, such as healthcare. Oh, Teamer Reclamation. Oh, Teamer Reclamation. The green-white enchantments deck was a standard deck, Gully. It was a deck trying to put enchant creatures on things, which isn't just isn't a very good plan in a format full of Brazen Borrowers. The raid clans are listed in the channel on the subs Discord. I'll have to double check. I think if there's, I think I have another inactive to kick out of Hoaglandia today. If you're in one of the Hoaglandia raid clans, we kick people out if they've been inactive for 5 days, because everybody in the clan gets more bonuses if people are playing. And five days is a good threshold, I think. You don't have to live on the app that way. But still play on occasion. Oh, the Gitrog deck was a historic deck. I guess Breach is a thing in historic too. No, the Gitrog just wasn't very good. Like, it's just an expensive, clunky card. I think I top that. Just like let Risen Reef redraw himself. Game 1 Aether Gust. Game 1 Aether Gust. Sounds right. They did fix it. They fixed the Gitrog last week. I believe it's Riss and Talrand as well. We played a little bit with Talrand as well. You only play Historic and Breaches everywhere. I don't think we've played against much Breach. I guess we haven't played... No, we played Historic yesterday, right? Yeah, I don't think I've played against much Breach overall in that format. That definitely hasn't been my experience personally. Alright, we're looking to add some things to our trophy case here, huh? So we're waiting on a Dryad here. As someone who plays solely Historic, I've faced Breach once. That sounds accurate. And it was someone from this chat. Like Sultai mid-range, it looks like. To be fair, Chef Seth, I think one of the other clans was actually doing better on the clan bosses than the Hoaglandia group was, at least for a little bit. What are we doing here? So Yarok's coming into play. If I put Witch's Cottage into play, I don't get its trigger. I think I want its trigger down the line. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass here. Next turn, we'll go Dread Presence, fetch a swamp, get a trigger, play Witch's Cottage, get Risen Reef back. Yeah, it's also a swamp later for Dread Presence as well, which is great. Make it to pop off a little bit next turn. Huh? That's unfortunate. They haven't used Nissa yet, huh? I guess I just kill her in response. Maybe I should have killed her on my turn to prevent her from ramping. Oh, I guess she only ramped them once, so it's kind of a wash. I guess I'll just do this now. I might do one more because the first deck was fast. I don't know. This deck's kind of sweet, so if it runs long, I'm going to let it run long. I think I'm going to do this to start. Oh, yeah. Oh, I get to put both of them back. That's exciting. Because Yarok doubles this up. And now let's double Yarok up. Whee! Alright, and then next turn, we'll play Dread Presence. Wow, that's rude. Why would you kill my second Yarok? What did he ever do to you? What did my backup Yarok ever do to you, opponent? Why you have to be so mean? Whee! Sweet memes are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody memeing for something. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wasn't done drawing cards yet, opponent. They ran away. All right, I think I'm gonna cut Atris and Incubation and board in a bunch of mystical disputes here against their Sultai deck. And click OK. Listen, if I had decked myself, I'd have decked myself with a smile on my face, okay? Yeah, if this deck keeps going well, it's going to be the last one of the day. Short stream today. Offset a little bit yesterday. I think I had my schedule till 1 o'clock today, but fanned a little bit early. I think that's fine. Remember, we're going to have a Saturday stream this week as well. Plenty of Hooglandia content to go around. We'll be live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday also. It is some EDH level value. That's a good way to phrase it. Oh yeah, easy. This is easy deck of the day. The rest of the set could be a dumpster fire. We've gotten to pop off twice. That's wonderful. I got you, Tadio. The smart mods are the ones who direct message me to ask for their sword back in private, as opposed to posting in chat and getting fragged again. Those are the ones that got the real experience. They know what's up. They ain't new here. They know the other mods are bullies. I enjoy the thrill of coming back to I just want to feel something, Hogland. Don't judge me. Hey, be nice to Wargy mods. Play nice, children. Target dummy for the mods. Get it, got it, good. Okay, well. So we'll get to Yarok next turn, but we don't have anything to do with it yet, he says before he gets Mystic Disputed. Yeah, we'll see. The opponent could they missed their land drop at least, but if they hit it this turn, they couldn't assess. They're leaving this up. I feel like I'm about to get disputed, but I also think I'm just on the Space Jam plan here. Baby Crisis do. It's a do. Mods, stop it. Stop it, mods. I would like to set the mods off of kill, please. Why do we not mulligan? Because our opponent's deck's not particularly fast. Like, our opponent's playing a ramp deck. They're not a particularly fast deck. I think this hand is fine. Some hands need to draw land, some hands need to draw spells. It's really easy to look at this hand and be like, well, also like, my hand wasn't even that slow. I had an Uro in it. So like Uro is super reasonable on average. I'm one land short of getting to Yarok this turn. Maybe I should wait a turn to Risen plus Yarok in the same turn. That's worse against this play because they hit their lands here. They get to Casualties of War me. This is worse against Thought. I guess they're both kind of bad against Thought Erasure. Llama. Thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. I appreciate you keeping me around. When I do my beard up blue, should we get an emote with my head leaning in the other direction with the blue hair? I feel like that would be good EV. I think I want to kill a Paradise Druid here. Yeah, I think killing the Druids to pinch mana is correct here. I don't have any emote slots free at the moment, but we have some lesser used emotes I could kill.
The land shall conquer you.
Yeah, there's a couple of modern related emotes that are kind of due for the dumpster pile. Value. I think I need to draw cards here. Maybe I'm supposed to shoot something. I don't know. I have Yarok in play. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. I don't know if this deck is good, but it is certainly great, chat. It is certainly great. Oh, we drew Mystic Dispute too. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Popping off, chat. Pippity pop, the fun don't stop. I mean, even casualties can't pick apart everything here, right? And if they do casualties, I get to Uro. And, like, I have a Yarok left over. So, like, it looks like they might have casualties here. But if they do, I think I'm still ahead. Because, like, they have to choose between Yarok and Dread Presence. Or Risen Reef. Yeah, okay, so, like, they have casualties. And, like, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's leave creatures in here to bring back with the Witch's Cottage later. Peeps Champ, thank you for the third of your support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Feel the burn indeed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We even talked about the Witch's Cottage. We even talked about the Witch's... I already had a Yarok in play. How are we doing today, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping by. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic and other strategy games full-time here on Twitch. I'm generally here Monday through Friday during the week. If you enjoy constructed Magic, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of standard as well as historic, and then occasionally older formats on Magic Online as well. As always, I love to give a shout out to my subs. I wouldn't be here day in and out without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I also like to plug a couple of my wonderful sponsors here really quick. BCW Supplies are the only ones I trust to protect my paper trading cards. Using code HOAGLANDY at bcwsupplies.com, you can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories there with them. Grimoire Deck Boxes provides a very elegant line of custom wooden deck boxes that range from sizes large enough to hold an entire cube with 800 cards in them down to single deck boxes as well. And you can check them out at bit.ly/HugelBox. Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series has $5,000 cash tournaments every single month in the Midwestern United States. They focus on Magic's larger non-rotating formats like Pioneer, Modern, and Legacy. You can find them streaming every month as well as twitch.tv/NRG series. And of course, inkedgaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience. You can find custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags up there, and you can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork that they already have on their website. And of course,
don't make your life garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
Onward, upwards, backwards, forwards. This deck is a great disturbance, as if millions of wild cards cried out and were suddenly silenced. Oh, the poor wild cards. Sure. It's a good pickup. Probably Bant mid-range, Bant control, Bant ramp, whatever you want to call it. Bant stoof. Probably want to lead on Risen Reef over Dryad, because Dryad dies to Night of Autumn. My wife referred to my spending habits as a whale issue. Well, she knows the jargon. It's good. Longtime viewer, first time sub with my own money. Can we turn the mods back on kill? Ron asked for it. Don't kill me. Definitely frag Ron. Thanks for the support, Ron Hawk. I appreciate it. That's a good thought. Lead with Dryad so I can Incubation. I like it. Narset's a scotch unfortunate for Dread Presence. However, Risen Reef does not technically draw cards, and neither does Atris, so that's great. Huh? I think I'd rather Risen Reef than the other here because they have Narset in play. Yeah, Arena is night and day cheaper than paper. Not close. Not close.
Protect that which cannot protect itself. Harness the elements.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. You got the hookup, chat.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
You see a Hydrate Graces here. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. X is 7. How do we beat Nissa? We combo kill them. It's combo Winter Navier. The answer is we combo kill them. Think I just do this? No, Disinformation Campaign is not better than Omen of the Sea. Not only is it worse for curve considerations, I think it's just worse in general. The selection from this is very important for finding the cards you actually care about. Not finding any swamps in there is a really bad beat.
Behold, nature's true power.
Okay, so they're attacking for 13, so I need to chump block a Temple Guard in this turn. We'll go to 1. Next turn, I have 9 mana total, so I can go Dryad, Dread Presence, Leafkin Druid. And get a little shooty.
Right on schedule.
That's unfortunate. Wow, really surprised they played those as 2-1s. It seems like a mistake. He's just there for card selection. So I've not played a land for the turn yet, so I'm going to decline putting this into play because I can play it from my hand untapped.
Do not assume I am fragile.
Alright, if we make it out of this turn, we get to do stuff. I actually think the numbers on Frank's Mana Math article are bare minimums and tend to be low a lot of the time. What Frank considers an appropriate failure rate, I think is high. I need to chump 3 things. I need to chump 3 things, right? Because the Dryad gets to bounce. It doesn't have to chump. Yeah, it was unfortunate that I couldn't get to 8 life here. I mean, you answered your own question. You don't see my rank, so it's not ranked.
I'll protect you.
That had to have been a misclick, right? There's no way it wasn't. If their hand isn't any interactive cards, they should likely die next turn. Hey, thanks for the 4 months, Gooch. I appreciate it. Welcome back. What's happening? They have like a main deck. They have a main deck Aether Gust that's about to happen here, or Brazen Borrower. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel right now. Can anybody help me out? I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. Am I supposed to be mad? I'm not sure. Alright, so we're gonna kill Teferi. We're gonna hit Nissa for 2. We're gonna draw a card, so we'll gain 3 here. Yeah, I've got 1 more Swamp in my deck here still. And we've got 3 more Dryads, I believe. Yeah, 3 more Dryads. All right, take 3, go to 3. We get to play Yarok, play Omen of the Sea next turn, and draw 2 cards. Strike 2 twice.
The land fights for us.
Probably get to kill Nissa with Dread Presence triggers, thanks to Yarok. Yeah, I'll take that one, please. Well, each swamp does 8. Was that a good one? Do we think this was a good one, chat? Is there a possibility this was a good draw? Sweet memes are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody memeing for something. Do 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 do. There is gonna be some concern about decking this game potentially. I hope the person who asked earlier about beating the Nissa now understands.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Rise, my elemental friend. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. But wait, there's more. All right. So let's do this. I think we could just kill them, right? I would like to. What am I getting back here? We're getting back this, and this is gonna copy Yarok. So I think I want to draw 2. So we'll get back Dryad. We'll get back Spark Double. So throw these on top. Draw them. Okay, and we play Dryad. And we play Spark Double, and we copy Yarok. Okay, this comes into play, and we get these triggers. All right, so we need 2 more lands. Save targets when. Save targets when. Oh, yeah. J-Man Dog, thank you for the 25 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, mobile when? I heard Magic Arena's coming to mobile this year, chat. Heard Magic Arena's coming to mobile this year. Personally, I'm looking forward to navigating this game on my cell phone. Do 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 do. Num 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 num. Arena is struggling a little bit, and honestly, again, just to clarify, it's not even just navigating that big board state on a cell phone that's a big deal for Arena. Like, you see the game chugging on my 1080 GTX i7 computer with 32 gigs of RAM. I don't know how they're going to possibly optimize the engine alone, much less worry about the interface being playable on a 6-inch cell phone screen, right? Would I rather have Spark Double or Atris? I mean, to be fair, an i7 with a 1080 GTX, like, isn't really impressive for my work. That's like a mid-range streaming rig. People who stream real video games have much more powerful rigs than that on average. They often have 2 computers. They have a dedicated streaming computer. Now, we only played 3 decks today, Wargy. It's a short day. All right, do I want to cut Spark Double or Atris? Which of the 2? After that game, I kind of feel like it's Atris. Spark Double was real impressive. Sure. We don't know how many Chrome tabs you have open simultaneously. None that are hammering my processor or graphics card. How much my computer currently has 15 free gigs of memory. That's enough for 2 more Chrome tabs, yep. How many Chrome tabs do I have open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, like 20. I have like 20 tabs open. I think this deck's just fundamentally different than Sultai Control JMP. I don't think they're really super comparable. I said 20. I did not say 200. 20 is not a large number of tabs. Listen, you should see my wife browse the internet, okay? 20 is casual. Only 14 here. For reference, I need like half a dozen of those tabs for streaming. So like to do my job, I need half a dozen of them. I mean, to be fair, 4 of those tabs are have stat pages open for raid.
Here goes nothing.
Between work and personal, I have like 85 open right now. I'd believe it. Hopefully she doesn't mill anything useful they can get back with Conqueror's Death here. Uro's not super useful. They plus for Mystic Dispute. Interesting. Okay, so we're just gonna like double Leafkin next turn. Unless we find an untapped land and then we'll Yarok. Yeah, I think we're supposed to Yarok. Really hoping to hit lands here. There are 27 or 28 lands in this deck. Does anyone remember? There's a lot.
Time for plan B.
There's definitely a lot. There's 28. Never tell me the odds, chat. Definitely 28 lands. That's gross. Oh no! Yikes! Woof! They get to Tameo, pick up Conqueror's Death here too.
I know I noted this somewhere.
I've got it.
You should tell your mom and dad, Float Mana, that it's perfectly normal for someone of your age to have that many tabs open. Exploring the internet is perfectly natural and that you should not be ashamed. I kind of feel pretty dead, huh?
No more games.
Yeah, what if I trophy the casket? I think that's the line. Actually, I think maybe I was supposed to trophy the casket and then double Leafkin this turn. I think playing the Dread Presence was maybe a mistake. The problem with killing Tamiyo is they literally have Conqueror's Death in play, chat.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Here we go.
I think it's probably time to move on. I don't think we can power through what they're doing. Try and take game 3 on the play. Yeah, I agree. Man, Arena is really chugging. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. In it to win it, chat. Woohoo! Woohoo! I really wish the pet would remember which mode I set it to. I like the owl with the bolas horns. He's adorable. I mean, to be fair, in the defense of people who weren't sure about Tamiyo, 4-mana planeswalkers that don't impact the board with any of their abilities aren't necessarily going to be great a lot of the time. It's a tough sell. I know she has a lot of loyalty, so there's something to be said for that, but it is something to consider. Do I want to play into Mystic Dispute this turn? I feel like I don't since I drew this other Omen. I think I just like land pass here. Yeah, it looks like it feels like they have Dispute. They could like play a Teferi or something here. What did you say? You said Teferi's a stain and you can buy him in the arena store? Hey, I agree with you that Teferi's a stain. So holding on to my Schwamps here because we've got Dread Presence in hand. They playing Frilled Mystic? Maybe they just have like double Dispute. Time to start. Head to the Space Jam and just fill up the bin. Read on Dispute was correct. And now next turn we can play this around Dispute, which is wonderful. Sure.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
Thanks, Ziggs.
Behold, nature's
It was a fun one.
power.
I'm going to dispute their dispute here because I think it's important that I trophy Nissa this turn. So this will be card 5 in my bin. So if I sack this Omen of the Sea at my upkeep, I can escape Uro next turn. Ooh, I punted and let them cast Growth Spiral by not changing phases. So I gave them a little bit of mana efficiency I didn't have to give them there. Should have moved to my second main since they had a floating green because of the Nissa.
Shelter in my stewardship.
And use Island, Swamp, and crack Omen during my upkeep here. Fix my draw step a little bit. Opponent has 2 spells in their hand, which is a little scary. Hopefully neither of them are a dispute. That lets me dispute a dispute, right? I think that's worth keeping. It also counters a Hydroid Crisis potentially if they have it next turn. So that was a hard fought run. Suppose I could draw Yarok and then Yarok into Uro here and have a shot, but I think outside of Yarok we're pretty well done here. I'm not going to crack the Omen because my outs here involve drawing and playing expensive spells, and if I crack the Omen I can't cast my outs. I mean, I'm playing it in an event for a reason. There's a reason why we're not playing it on the ladder. I don't know. I'm mostly just playing anything unproven in the events. Like I said, even playing good decks on the ladder is still incredibly high variance. This is a deck we haven't played a ton of. I don't know. It seems fine against these mid-rangey things. We haven't played against any mono red, so I don't know how that goes. If you played against mono red and you think it's okay against mono red, it's probably fine to play on the ladder. Sure. We'll fetch Forest on 1, Leafkin on 2. This is not untapped, so I unfortunately cannot Atris this turn. Omen of the Sea, Omen of the Sea. Do 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 do. I wouldn't be surprised if this deck's a dumpster fire against red. Would not surprise me. Excuse me? Excuse me? It is a main deck Ashiok Dream Renderer. I don't know that we can actually beat that. Like, our deck gets pretty close to decking itself in, like, an average game. So, like, them taking, like, 10 plus cards off our deck probably means we're not going to be able to get there. Like, the games we pop off involve drawing a lot of cards. I guess I don't even really know what I'm looking for. I mean, like, the single Jace isn't even really relevant here, because, like, if we had a single Jace, our opponent could still just, like, end up milling the Jace. So, like, that's not even a very good solution. Like, hoping you draw exactly the Jace is kind of narrow. I feel like the single Jace in something like this is, like, pretty results-based. Hey, Thumpsters. Afternoon. Or morning, depending on where you're at. Almost afternoon here. I'm gonna lead on the Yarok here in the hopes that this Atris can do something. He says before he gets dumpstered. I think we're just super dead, right? Like they're gonna bring this Ashiok back. I just like can't win the game once they take 8 more cards off my deck. This takes 3 cards off my deck too. And I'm supposed to just pack it in to conceal some information here. Yeah, I think I shouldn't let this happen. I should just packed it in. Oh, you can't concede while this is resolving? That's wild. The gear's gone from the upper right-hand corner, but they must still be resolving this, so it hasn't actually conceded yet. I don't know if they're a mill deck, but they have an Ashiok in their deck. Conceding uses the stack. Wait, are we disconnected? These people are great. You should buy their stuff. I definitely just need to plug my sponsors a little bit extra, and it's definitely not that Arena appears to be hung. Dusty McCrusty, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Y'all still see me, right? Nothing else disconnected? My internet itself vomited out on us yesterday at one point, but this was just Arena, it looks like. Oh, apparently we should have been in sideboarding that whole time. Weird. Strange. Oh, I just don't get deck stats. What are deck stats? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. I gotta count it up manually if we're some kind of barbarian playing a paper card game. Yeah, and probably weird things happen on DCs on occasion. Whoop. I guess this is a keep. It's just so slow. Is it wrong to play 21 cards at best? I have no idea. I don't play best of one. I'm not familiar with how their shuffler change impacts how you're supposed to build your decks. No, that's not true, Dude Light. There are plenty of people that work at Wizards of the Coast that enjoy my content and even like me as a person. For their sake, I won't list any names, though. There's a lot of different departments at Wizards. I think I've told this story on stream before. The one time I had an issue and got locked out of my Magic Online account, the person who answered the customer support call, when they saw my username, they told me they watched and liked the stream. Now, like, one of my buddies I grew up playing Magic with, his wife actually works for Wizards of the Coast now. Rough. All right, so do I dread presence? I probably just want to, well, now we're just doing that, huh? Is that it? I think we just beep them again. Nah, let's dread presence and cantrip. Maybe that's a little bit preemptive. I don't know. I won't be able to do it for 2 mana next turn. Oh, everything went so horribly wrong. Everything went so horribly wrong. The greed. Oh yeah, that's true. Elsic works for play design now, right? I think he's a 2-year sub here. He's someone I've met in a couple events too. All right, so we went 2-2, but we had a blast. Played a lot of really awesome games of Magic. Easy deck of the day. I would kind of be surprised if this deck is super competitive, just because it has a lot of cards in it that don't really impact the board the turn they come into play. We talked a little bit earlier today about how decks that are strong synergy decks tend to kind of struggle in the current Magic environments in the different formats, and this deck definitely has a lot of really good synergy cards in it. We saw the deck completely pop off a couple of times though, so if you're looking to do something really big, I feel like, especially against like mid-range decks, this deck's an okay at going over the top of them, like the Bant deck that's been going around. But in general, I'd kind of expect to get run over by mono red, and things like Age of the Treachery can still kind of go up over the top of us. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and finish up a little bit early today. I think my schedule has me on until like 12:30, but we ran extra late yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and take it easy today. I'll catch all of y'all around tomorrow. Hopefully, remember, there is a fat load of content on my website from yesterday. I'm going to get today's stuff uploaded momentarily as well. I'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and we added a Saturday stream this week as well because we hit the raid goal. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch all of you around later. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Tuesday wherever you're at.